I go to church, you go to church, church.
What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of BlaspheMass Debate. It's your host, your favorite Deacon of the weekend, Cody G. And today we're going to objectively resolve awkward relationship woes and never back down.
Cool off.
But first off, let's meet our panelists. What's good, Quick Draw?
Evening.
And then secondly, we got our reoccurring special guest, two-time defending champ, Josh Shadow.
What's happening? ASAP Yams. Thanks for having me.
All right, okay. And thirdly, we got our second special guest. Catch her on the Streets Radio on Saturdays and Sundays from 4 to 7. Your girl, Toi Too Tall.
Hey! One-time champ.
One-time champ.
Crazy.
One-time defending. Trav, when's the last time you won one?
It's rigged, nigga. This shit rigged.
This shit rigged. Your background showing. Okay, so let's get on the first topic. I hate when I just can't have one whole comfortable day. You know, like you try and go to the store and buy everything and then you get to the checkout and it's credit card only. You know, all kinds of uncomfortable situations. But my question is, what makes you more uncomfortable? A begging fiend or pulling out your EBT card in a grocery store? What's your take on this, Josh?
I think the most uncomfortable thing like that is like the fiend that's begging, because you kind of want to help everybody that you can. Right. And at this point, if you know this homeless person looking at you like you were just as fucked up as I am, so it's like, what you finna go to the store and buy that you ain't got a little something to bless me with? So honestly, that's just a little bit more embarrassing to me than pulling out an EBT card. You know what I'm saying? I think that's where I would be fucked up about that.
I feel like that doesn't even make you really uncomfortable, bro. I feel like it's just a conversation when you get back in the car. Like you get in the car, this bum ass nigga just asked me for whatever and did some weird ass shit. But I feel like if you talking about like I was poor as hell and we had EBT shit, but poor niggas be trying to act rich. Like I got these fake red monkeys, I got these fake vapes, fake all that shit. You know, you try and look the part. So if you're in the store, you got to be as low key as possible. And then you see somebody around, like you automatically uncomfortable. But like these niggas is harmless. It's easy to just be like, no. I'm not uncomfortable in that situation. You know what I'm saying? I'm just, it's easy to get out of it.
What's going to make me uncomfortable is the begging fiend. A begging fiend is going to make me uncomfortable simply because sometimes I be lying. Okay? Sometimes I be lying and I say I ain't got it and I might. Or I may say some shit to them like, I need help too. But then they looking at it like, okay, I'm going in there buying X, Y, Z. I'm buying some BS or whatever the case may be. But that's my treat for the week. And that's what's more uncomfortable for me because they make you feel like you obligated to give it. But if I gave everybody that asked me for something, then I'm gonna be out there just like them. I'm okay with the EBT.
But the EBT card, man, like I know mad people with EBT card, and nobody's ashamed to whip that bitch out. It's like that's more money in your pocket.
Exactly.
Because, you know what I'm saying? You out there, you using your Biden bucks at that point. Whatever the federal government is putting you out there, you can use that. So I'm not ashamed of whipping the EBT out because it's like, hey, you know, I know people who buy the bridge card all the time, and they
it's like a hood badge of honor,
bro. Ain't nobody tripping on that, bro. Off top. Like,
you need some food stamps.
I'm finna say, if you got them right now, I'll buy them all for you.
Mm-hmm.
There's hella motherfuckers who are ashamed to use
one
that.
for $1.
Like, I know. I've seen hella people who, when they pass the fiend, they're like, man, watch out. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like so. Everybody who passes a fiend ain't uncomfortable. Uncomfortable if you feel like you're threatened, like you're gonna get robbed. But most of the time, a fiend's not gonna rob you. They're just itching and scratching, and they want, you know what I'm saying, their money. But like,
I'm a short black woman out here on these streets with myself. Everything is a threat. Okay, everything is a threat. And then plus, I would rather have somebody. I would rather buy the listen. If I ain't got the EBT and you ashamed, if you ashamed to use your EBT, sell it to me. I'll buy it.
And my thing is this: another uncomfortable thing about a fiend is, and telling them no. I watched the movie Trading Places where they took Eddie Murphy and bossed his whole life up, and he was out here buying stock, and he put my man Dan Aykroyd back in the game, and them other motherfuckers who was rich, they ended up on the bottom, fucked up. Karma, cuz.
I mean, me right now wouldn't be embarrassed to use the EBT. Like, I pride myself on like cheap broke stuff I do, but I think I've never been like uncomfortable around like a fiend. I feel like unless I feel threatened, like they're gonna murder me, then I feel uncomfortable. But in general, it's just like, oh no, I'm just not gonna give you shit. Like, no.
So the smell.
I don't got no cash. I don't got no cash. But I mean, there was a time when we had the EBT where you got to be like low key, like don't let anybody see me. You know what I'm saying?
But Trav, my thing is this, Trav.
You had to tear it off the paper.
Though, Trav, you wouldn't be uncomfortable because if I was to make a sim that look homeless, I would definitely choose your hairstyle and all the shit that you got going on. Right. Like if I was to create a homeless sim, you would make it. You look like you begging right now with your background.
What will make me even more uncomfortable if I say I ain't got it, and then they say you look like you got it, or they be like, because my biggest lie is I say I ain't got no cash on me, and then they'll be like, oh, well, I got cash out. Well, why the hell you got? If you need help, how you got cash out and the phone with the internet?
We could go in there together. I could show you.
I mean, I feel like
they be trying to show you what the bio.
Like, no, this is not a team effort. Get away from me.
It's like right there around the corner. Yeah, you'll see when you go in there. Yeah, the yellow pack.
I feel like the uncomfortability has to do more so with the social, like the stigma. There's a stigma you feel like if somebody sees me being broke, even though everybody around that area was probably broke too, but you got to pretend like you got more money. It's so easy to be like, nigga, I ain't got no cash. I ain't got it. It's so easy to do that. Like, and you're not remembering it for a while. If your classmate seen you with the EBT card, that's gonna weigh on you for a long ass time. The bum nigga, you gonna forget about it as soon as you get to your destination.
It's not. They gonna be like, girl, you selling your stamps, and I'm like, girl, no, I'm using my stamps. Okay, I got some Alfredo to make next week.
So Trav, you're saying as long as you had the disguise, like if you walk around with a can with like 75-cent change, they won't fuck with you.
That's not what I'm saying. I don't know what you mean.
You know what the person that makes me uncomfortable? Everybody in Detroit probably knows this area. When you coming up off the Lodge Freeway and you going towards 8 Mile, and I mean you get off and it's like you go to the right and you right in front of them apartments. It's these apartments right there, and it's a happy fiend to be right there. I ain't gonna say it fiend, but he seemed kind of like he might be a fiend. So he all happy, and he annoys my soul because he be so happy. But it's this one black guy who came up and he aggressive and he be like, hey, you got some change? You can help me? That's uncomfortable. Again, I am a lady out here by myself. Give me the EBT.
Here, take the EBT card. Leave me alone.
No, you can't have my EBT. You better off getting $1 before I get my EBT.
Right, you better off getting money, real money and shit. We're gonna get to the final word, and Trav, man, what's your final word on this, man? Take it home.
I think when we talk about uncomfortability, I think we talk more so about lasting uncomfortability. And I think with a fiend or a homeless person, it's weird for a quick second, and then as soon as you get in the car, it's over with. You joke about it. Man, you never guess what that nigga asked me. Like, I need some money to go buy me some fucking Staples or some weird shit like that. And then it's over. It's a funny story. But with the EBT, it's long-lasting uncomfortability. You go to school with these kids, and it's like, all right, they see me in the store. I got to pretend like I'm rich. I'm broke. You know what I'm saying? And that's uncomfortable. That's the social stigma. The fiend is just, you know what I'm saying? They're harmless. At the end of the day, they're harmless. So, yeah, that's what it is.
That man preaching. And, Josh, man, what's your final word on this, bro?
Well, my final word is I ain't really worried about no social stigma because everybody I know, even people that's getting money, want to get their hands on a bridge card. So I wouldn't be ashamed to pull it out. And it's more uncomfortable for a homeless person to ask me for it because, like I said, using the trading places reference, you just don't know where your karma at. And honestly, at the end of the day, that could be your Lord and Savior. You never know. Jesus comes back, and he usually come back as a homeless person. And if you didn't help him, you definitely going to hell behind that. And if you got an EBT card, take him inside the little Sunoco, swipe some, give him some Danishes, get him together.
Damn, that was a clutch final word by your boy Josh. Travis, you need to work on your shit.
They don't even like Danishes.
Toy, what's your final word? You got a big mountain to climb.
I grew up in the era where being hood rich is okay. I ain't worried about who thinks what, okay? Listen, my graduating class song was Still Fly by the Big Timers. So obviously, no EBT bothers me. I come from the era where your mama gave you that EBT book to go in the store and buy something for $0.25 so she can get the money back and change.
Hold on.
And we used to call that busting stamps. I think
the bus down.
Hey, get that 75-cent back. Hey, I forgot about that shit.
Real bust down, okay? When I hear bust down, I'm like, bust that book open, okay? So I am an orange card fan. There is no shame in my game, and if I ain't got one, I'ma buy one, okay? Now I'd rather pull out the EBT and help a fiend than give my cash money, and that's just what it is. Cause I done bought a homeless person some food before from the county, and you know what they did? They went and sold it to somebody else to buy some crack. Unfortunately,
they in the game. He knew how to flip that shit. He like, I don't know how to flip weed, but I can flip some food.
Listen, it was a she. Her ponytail was better than mine.
With you, though. Your mom ain't never go to the store with you. She's like, hey, go in there, bust
give him a hot dog. He come back with 3 hot dogs. Like, where'd you get them hot dogs from?
My mama used to call the mobile gas station on the corner of 7 Mile Meyer and tell them, my daughter about to come up there and get me some cigarettes because she smoked them Newports. And I would bust that food stamp open and had the Newports with the chain.
They had that in the EBT?
No. I come from the era of the book, not the EBT.
Right. Well, I'm saying they had cigarette stamps.
No, you bought like a quarter bag of chips with the food stamp, and they used to give
the
you
dollar
cash
food
back
stamp,
as
you
change.
get money back. You get
you get money back.
Travis, how old are you? Because I don't remember this shit. So I don't like. I have no recollection.
He younger than me.
No,
I might be the oldest on here.
I was born in 91.
So what is Trav talking about? This nigga Travis is a time traveler. This nigga, he looks like a time traveler.
No, I was born in 91. No, hell no. You got to be older than me. I was born in. How old are you, Josh?
I know I'm older than you, but I don't know nothing about what she talking about.
But did y'all have food?
Josh, that mean you wasn't poor enough.
I mean, wait, is Toy old? Is Toy old? Older? Like older? How old are you?
What? Damn, you don't ask women.
I have.
No, I don't mind. I don't mind
she gonna
telling
be like
my
43.
age. And I don't mind telling my age. I am 36, so I'm auntie status.
Wait, but Josh, were you just rich then? Were you just rich? Like, did you?
No, because I'm 36. I'm 36, and I don't.
But did you have food? I'm talking about Josh. Did you have food stamps?
I don't think we did. So that's probably why I don't know.
They had it. They had it good. They had it good.
Prior to the bridge card, they had books where it's like, this is the $1 food stamp, this is the 20, this is the 5.
And it came in different colors.
And if you take the dollar version into a store and spend it, they'll give you money change back.
We just went to the church, man.
That's some EBT history for that ass.
It's a long ass final word too.
Let the EBT church say, amen.
It seems what makes you more uncomfortable is obviously a begging fiend. And the round goes to your special guest, Josh Adams.
That's racist.
Appreciate that. God bless.
Hey, that final word, he reeled it back in. I'm just saying.
I gotta thank God. That's all I can do is thank God. And things everywhere.
You got time after this to help Travis with his final words, because that man he got a weak wrist or something. He got some like lingering injury that's never went away since his middle school fight. He said 1-2. All right, okay. So on to the next debate. Everywhere you go, it's always like, just a lot of drama. And it makes it real hard to hold a relationship nowadays. But before we get into the next round, be sure to like, subscribe, and comment below. And don't forget to follow us on these platforms. Guys watching. But what's worse, a cheating spouse or being alone? What's your take on this, Toy?
I think a cheating spouse is worse. Because for one, me personally, I'm not going to hide my spouse. I ain't the person, I'm not quick to post who I'm dating or who I'm dealing with, but you're my spouse. That means we married. And I ain't going to post my every move. Yeah, like I'm not going to post my every move and everything, but at the same time, you're going to know who my spouse is. So if my spouse is cheating and that, nobody likes public embarrassment. I don't know about y'all, but I want to get embarrassed in private like a normal person, okay? And I'm pretty sure it's going to end up being public, and I ain't got no time for that. I would rather be alone. I would rather be the cheater than the cheatee, okay? At the end of the day, like, I can't deal. Like, I don't know how Mr. Jackson's wife did it, but you know what? She probably was just like, you know what? And she just stuck it out. And who knows? She might be sidestepping too. I don't know. But I ain't never sidestepped before. But if you cheat on me and I take you back, you probably want to sleep with one eye open.
Right.
I can't take it.
It's monks and shit out here. You know what I'm saying? So you could be one with yourself. Being alone is not necessarily a detrimental thing. Kanye locked yourself in the room doing 5 beats a day for 3 summers. And then, like, I feel like that's when he was at his peak. And then when he got Kim Kardashian and a cheating or whatever wife, probably, that broke him. You know what I'm saying? Or a weird ass wife, that broke him. So I think being alone is a good thing. But a cheating spouse can definitely break you.
In my head, man, flat out, being alone is the worst shit that you could possibly be, bro. Being by yourself, being isolated, away from people. They break niggas in prison just by putting some of the strongest guys in the world, gangsters, Crips, BDs, all types of guys. And when you put them by themselves, they break them. It's inhumane to be by yourself. So my thing is, I would rather be with somebody. If I had to be with somebody that was cheating on me as opposed to being alone, hey, I would rather do that because you got somebody by your side. Somebody to kick it with, she going out doing what she doing. Fuck it, I might go do what I'm gonna go do. But at the end of the day, we can both sit at the crib and watch Black Mirror together. You know what I'm saying? After cheating on each other. So, like I think we seriously underestimate being alone and how fucked up it is, bro. Like nobody wants to be out here by themselves. And as far as like having a cheating spouse, like, and honestly, at the end of the day, everybody's gonna cheat. That's the case.
Black men don't cheat.
That's a goddamn lie. Let me tell you why.
You must not have licked your skin lately.
A plethora of names.
BMD,
That's
black
a big
men.
word because I went to college a little bit. But I have a plethora of names of black men who cheat.
They call me
put y'all
the
out
sneaky
there, though.
mulatto.
BMD stands for black men don't cheat. But I'm saying you talking about
Black men.
the prison
Don't
shit.
cheat. It's one word.
Everybody cheats. And look at it like this. I'm just
First of all, I've never cheated.
I was making an argument. You just haven't yet.
You
Still
lying.
got life to live. You still got breath.
Revenge cheating count too.
And if you didn't cheat physically by giving that pussy up, you probably cheated emotionally or on some affection type shit.
Right.
Everybody got to work out.
Wait, how?
She had whip
Listen.
appeal for sure. She was.
And hey, and there's statistics out here that say most girls with side ponytails have worked husbands. CNN put that up yesterday.
First of all men
Baby,
with
why your
beards
neck hurt?
cheat. Oh, cause I've been looking over a man with a beard shoulder trying to see if he was cheating. Okay, cause all men with beards, they evidently cheat.
That's it.
Beard don't got nothing to do with nothing.
Black men deceive.
I'm shaving tonight.
Hey, no, but hey, prison isolation don't have nothing to do with like real isolation, because like prison.
I mean, they
isolation
do got booty in jail.
No, but I'm saying but he's talking about, he brought up
They got booty.
He brought up like isolation as in like solitary confinement, but that's different than being alone. Being alone, you still can go to the coffee shop. You can still be around people, but nobody.
But the difference between being alone is this: being alone and in a forced isolation, almost like depression, is just like being in solitary confinement. Right. So you talking about somebody who choose to be alone. Sometimes you end up being alone because, like you said, you rather not be with somebody because they cheat. Now you the crib depressed making candles.
Nah, but
I would rather be alone. At the end of the day, I think cheating is worse because I would rather be alone simply because I don't have the risk of that public embarrassment. I don't have to worry about, like, I could be alone but not alone. If you get what I mean, like, you could be with someone, you could be in a relationship. You could be in a relationship and be alone.
Wait a minute.
A cheating spouse would have you feeling like that.
What is Toy's stance? Because she went from saying the worst thing was being with a cheating spouse, and now she coming over. It sounds like I'm winning. Continue.
No, you're not winning. What I am saying, I said a cheating spouse is worse. A cheating spouse is worse because you can be with someone. You could be with someone, that cheating spouse, and still feel alone. You're pumping being alone, but being alone is not good.
She twisted the whole argument right now.
And Josh is just defining alone in an incorrect way. He's saying the prison alone where you're solitary confined, or depressed alone where you won't go outside. But no, I'm saying, well, the way Josh is defining alone is not the correct alone. Like, our prison is your solitary confinement, or like depression where you won't leave anywhere. But alone could just be without a partner or without, like, you know what I'm saying, emotionally alone. But I can still go out. I can still go to McDonald's. I can still go to
in itself. So basically being alone is the worst shit. Y'all just said it. She just said you can be with somebody and still feel alone. So at the end of the day, alone is worse than a cheating spouse.
But what about monks? What about monks though? What about monks though?
Because
monks can levitate and stay out in the cold with no clothes on. Those niggas are magic.
What about with Kanye West when he locked himself in a room doing 5 beats a day for 3 summers?
And now he's the richest black man in the United States.
But was he sad in those 3 summers?
Yes.
He was. That's why.
No,
and that's why you shouldn't be alone. But at the same time, you don't have to tolerate cheating either. A cheating spouse is worse because you feel like in your heart you got somebody and you with somebody. But this somebody makes you feel alone, which sucks. But I would rather be alone and not have to deal with the melodramatics of publicly being embarrassed. My spouse cheating on me. What if he come back with herpes or some shit like that? Nobody wants to deal with that. So
what if
cheating opens up so many doors and that I don't want to deal with.
But what if it's on the low and he don't bring home that syphilitis? I mean, would you just keep it on the low because you don't want to be alone? I'm just saying, we all need something, you know.
At the end, for a spouse, though, you got to have some type of responsibility and respect for me. If I find out about it, you obviously don't respect me.
As long as you come home and wash up before you lay with me.
I mean, Derek Jackson.
You can always go to the Speedway and wash up. They got really good soap.
You got to be clean. As long as you clean before you get, by the time you get home.
Never come home smelling like latex or Dial soap. Or soap, period. Okay, you ain't went for 8 hours and you still smell like fresh soap. Okay.
No, because the Speedway soap smell a little bit like dirt, so you still smell like sweat And like I said, we don't use condoms on this side.
Right, you could just say you went to the gym or something.
Y'all nasty.
What is it?
I just want all of y'all to know you're nasty. I'm judging.
Okay, so it's time to wash up. We're gonna get to the final word here. And Josh, man, what's your final word, bro? You killing it.
My final word is being alone is the worst thing in the world. Like I said, as far as the prison complex go, that's breaking people all the time. I've been depressed. I've been alone. And all I wanted was somebody to be there to just, you know what I'm saying, help kind of make it a little bit easier. And like I said, everybody gonna cheat. And anybody with any influence is gonna cheat, whether that's a rapper, somebody, an IG model. I mean, look at my man Derek Jackson. He went out and he got famous for telling people to not cheat and cheated because he got influence for that. So being alone is the worst shit in the world.
That's neither here nor there.
Damn. And Toi Too Tall, what's your final word? You over here arguing both sides. You snapping right now.
He definitely did.
That's because men don't understand women. All the ladies, I'm pretty sure, understood my stance. At the end of the day, a cheating spouse is worse because a cheating spouse is more depressing than being alone. If I'm single, no one owes anything to me. I don't have to deal with the stresses of a cheating spouse. A cheating spouse will have you feeling alone, but I'd rather be alone and really be alone versus having somebody there and feeling alone and he's sharing himself with everybody. Okay? This is womanese. So my ladies, they probably gonna understand me on this. They gonna be like, yes, queen. Anyway, being with a cheating spouse is way worse. You got public embarrassment. You got the risk of STDs. Then I may have to go through a divorce, and now we got to go to court. If children are involved, that's even worse, and it's a huge mental strain because at the end of the day, you love this spouse that's cheating on you, and you don't know what to do with yourself. You don't know. I know people who got PTSD from having a cheating spouse. That's the same shit that you can get from the army.
Right.
That don't make any sense. I shouldn't have to be. You're supposed to love me. Curtis was supposed to love me. I don't want Curtis to do me like Effie did, like he did Effie in Dreamgirls, or like how he did Beyonce. It's just a cheating spouse is way worse. Look at Tina Turner, okay? Ike, come on, Ike. You was wrong. Dude, you got Tina Turner. You got T.I., Tiny, who had to deal with T.I. You got Derek Jackson's wife. That is embarrassing. And yes, she took her spouse back, but it don't work like that for everybody. Some people cheat and beat, and I don't want to deal with that.
They got PTS, emphasis on the D.
Okay, so that was a lot to consume, Miss Toi Too Versatile. She just went off. And Trav, man, what's your final word, man? Keep up.
I mean, I feel like it's a bragging thing to say you got it out the mud, you know what I'm saying? Like, you did it on your own, by myself, you know what I'm saying? Like, nobody else is around. And I think by yourself, much like the monks, I feel like meditative, achieving oneness, you're able to unlock certain areas that you wouldn't be able to, you know what I'm saying, without that. And cheating in the way of liking pictures, in the way of texting, anything hurts like muff, you know what I'm saying? It hurts bad. So, like, being alone, okay, I'm just waiting my turn. I'm waiting my turn. Then it's like my turn. And you know what I'm saying? I got this shit. But like Kanye, lock yourself 5 beats a day for 3 summers. You got to be alone if you want to be great, at least for some period of time. So cheating hurts. Being alone equates to greatness. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is.
All right, that boy preaching. Trav, man, play something for us as I bring the final word in. Okay, so it seems after listening to the final words, the thing that is worse is a cheating spouse. And the round goes to Toi Too Small.
Hey, you gonna put some respect on my name.
Hey, she came in hard. He came hard in the first round. She came hard in the second. Trav, you gotta watch these back, bro. Watch the replays, bro. All right, you're not getting dogged. I'm telling you, they just going off, bro. On to the third topic. We all love a good fight, especially at school. I mean, if you didn't get kicked out, nobody was afraid of you. But my question is, if your child is getting jumped, should you be able to fight? What's your take on this, Trav?
I would say definitely. As you can see, I went to Martin Luther King Jr. Senior High School, one of the most dangerous high schools in the D. And they had a game.
You still had to pass the test to get in there, too.
You did. Not everybody. If you wanted to get in the MSAT, which I was in,
there was no gun.
I mean, but no, but it was still. They had a game called poofing, where they would just literally beat a nigga ass on one side of the street, run across the street, beat another nigga ass, beat another nigga ass, beat another nigga ass. And niggas know how to fight. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of, it was called poofing because they beat your ass and then poof, they gone. So I mean, niggas know how to fight. No, that was literally legit a thing. And I never got poofed because I was like 4 foot whatever in high school. But I think niggas know how to fight. So you know what I'm saying? And a lot of parents don't. And jumping, you know what I'm saying? You need to just get in there and get jump with your kids or beat up all them kids. Even if they're like 11, 12, 13. If you want to jump my kids, you know what I'm saying? You want to fight unfair? Nah. You want to fight unfair? I'm a UFC fighter. I'm going to fucking get you with the elbow. And
I'll just put him to sleep. I won't even hit him. You know
what I'm saying? That's just your ass.
Put him to sleep.
That's your ass.
Damn.
Look, I got no competition.
Oh, no, I didn't know who was chiming in. Well, I mean, as far as like poofing goes at, Martin Luther King senior high school or whatever, I mean, you beat somebody's ass and you go, yeah, whatever. You go beat somebody's ass and then you go poof and pass a standardized test and then go off somewhere and become like a CEO of like tampons or something like that. But my thing is, in my personal opinion, I just don't think that you don't jump in and fight no kids. It's just like a grown ass man. If my son get his ass beat, he need to go out there and get his licks and figure it out how I did. That's how you toughen up. If I go in there and do everything for my kid, they're gonna grow up and not be shit. So if you went out there and got jumped, you need to figure out what the fuck going on. Take some time, take some classes, YouTube some shit, pick up a stick, break it across a motherfucking face. Power Rangers beat up multiple motherfuckers all the time. The buddies couldn't fuck with none of the Rangers. So my thing is this, cuz, get it out the mud, figure it out yourself, because I want my kids to be dependent, because I ain't always gonna be here.
Fuck them kids.
Fuck them kids. Fuck them kids.
Okay? At the end of the day, fuck them kids, because I'm not watching. Now, if I know it's a fight going down, I'm like, you better call your motherfucking friends, blah, blah, blah. Okay, and have them have your back if you think you about to get jumped. But if I'm pulling up to my child's school and they getting jumped, me and the kids probably the same height anyway. Fuck them kids. I'm whooping ass, all right? I got this fast ponytail that listen. We go to the same middle school or high school. Hell, I'm risking getting beat up too, because them motherfuckers might be taller than me or bigger than me or whatever the case may be. I am not watching my kid get jumped. I'm going in swinging. I'm gonna pull motherfuckers off. If I gotta kick you, I'm sorry. I just gotta kick you, little baby. You getting off my kid. Okay, I cannot watch. That's like let's say you and your spouse out or something and you getting jumped. I wish my spouse would watch me get beat up. Just like I'm not about to watch my kid beat up.
So you condone your man beating up women? You condone your man beating up women? So you with domestic violence is what you saying?
It ain't domestic because they don't live together. It's only domestic when you're living together. That is not domestic violence.
You with a man hitting a woman?
If three chicks jumping on me, hell yeah, you better sock them bitches. So
what you saying is it's cool. What's cool is if you jump in a fight and your kid getting their ass whooped for the dad to come knock your ass out. That's what you saying.
That's not jumping. That's different. That's why I said
you jumped in the fight. The point is this: you fighting somebody else's kid, and the daddy sitting like, I'm about to knock this side ponytail off her head and poof.
Damn, I might have to shoot somebody daddy.
Yeah, when it's jumping, if it's your wife and she's getting jumped by 3 girls, I feel like then you can hit her with a Zangief and just hit the spin around and knock them all out. Like if it's jumping, then all bets are off. Like if it's one-on-one, then you can just be like you can like separate them. But if it's jumping, you fight like how you fight anybody else. You know what I'm saying? You can put her in an armbar.
I do not condone jumping at all.
What happens if you and your kid both get y'all ass beat? Now your kid's gonna get his ass beat for the rest of eternity. And them kids are probably gonna come over your house and take over your crib.
It's not gonna be no rest of eternity.
It seems that midwife is a hostage in her own home tonight. And
that's like the same thing, like how they used to say, like if you fight a girl, it's a lose-lose. Because if she beats you up, you got beat up by a girl. If you beat up a girl, damn, you beat up a girl.
That's how I dumped my last.
3 girls beat up your son, then you a punk for not.
It's a lose-lose technically, but at least your son's okay and you're okay if you win. You know what I'm saying? And King, I don't know why you talking about. You need to put some respect on King's name, because I know we did have to test in one of the programs, but not all the programs we had to test in, and we was on the news hella times.
Y'all smart asses up. Y'all was
not all of King. I was in the smart program, but I feel like it's a dangerous.
He said how
I was in the smart program.
Special ed shit.
It's still dangerous. Niggas was getting pistol whipped. We was on the news. King was dangerous.
Listen, so our jumping debate is going to be determined on what high school. So Josh, what high school did you go to?
Oak Park High, but he ain't live there.
Oak Park. Oh man, you disqualified already just off that.
Wait,
How
wait,
am I disqualified for
I
that?
went to Mumford. And
Because
at
Oak
the end
Park
of the
is as
day,
safe as it can be.
ain't no jumping. I do not condone jumping at all. Okay.
Oak Park was 70% of Doughboys cash out.
So
Oh,
Wait, did
you
you go
don't
to Oak
even know
Park High,
about
but you ain't
food
lived
stamps.
there?
That don't count.
No, I lived in Oak Park. I lived in Oak Park my whole life. But I'm sorry, Toy, continue. You condone women getting beat. Go.
No, I don't condone women being beat. At the end of the day, I don't condone people
damn!
getting jumped.
On Women's Month too. That's low.
That is not
Tail
low.
end, the
That is
tail
low.
end.
She said that's not low.
But that's that
See?
manipulative cheating spouse-ism that he going for. You know what I'm saying? That's what he going for. At the end of the day, I don't condone jumping. That's whole shit to me. And I'm not cool with that. So you help your people out. I wish somebody, if you listen, watch me get jumped. I'm fighting you after that. Hood rules. Watch me get jumped if you want to. I'm coming after that ass after that. No, I don't condone jumping at all. Like one-on-one, cool. If you fighting one-on-one and you get your ass beat, you get your ass beat. You better luck next time. But that jumping shit, hell no.
That versatility.
Would.
Yeah, if you want to fight dirty, then all bets are off. You know what I'm saying? Like if you eye gouge, then you can't get mad for a nut shot. If you jump, if it's 6 of y'all against 1, and then somebody else, if his older brother comes up, if his older brother comes up that's only 3 years older, but you know what I'm saying, he was on the rest of the team, he was in the Marines, and he beat y'all up. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like if you want to do some dirty shit, then all bets are off on the dirty shit. So if I'm an adult, most adults are not just like super fit where they can just fight everybody. They're not
I'ma
fucking
just
John Wick.
throw the kid, throw him off.
So yeah, I'm gonna just try my best. I might lose, but I'm gonna fight those kids.
Damn. Josh, they fighting for this round, bro. Hit him with that 1-2, defending champ.
All right, Cody. The way I feel about it,
forward.
like, I'm not jumping in no fight with no kids because they kids. For one, you're not supposed to be in no kid business.
Kids.
If my kid get jumped, I'm not jumping in because at the end of the day, I'm creating a pattern of me coming to save you every time. And what about when I ain't around? So now I'm creating a codependent kid that won't be able to function in a society that's not set up for you to fucking win. And when I sit back and really think about it, like I said, if you get your ass beat and your son get your ass beat, now your whole family is disgraced. Yeah, you can't walk the streets. You can no longer shop and help homeless people out no more. So now it's nothing more uncomfortable than taking the L. It's one thing for your son to get his ass beat by 13-year-olds, but for a grown man to get fucked up by some 13-year-old, what you think them talks gonna be like when they playing Grand Theft Auto and they on that shit? They're like, hey, you know we fucked up Kennedy Daddy. That's the kind of shit you gotta deal with in this society. And then you end up on World Star. And then you end up on World Star. And then what? Now you lose your job, you lose your wife, and you end up alone, which is one of the worst things in the motherfucking world that you could possibly be, regardless of how round 2 went.
But ain't it worse if they have the footage of Kennedy getting? Well, I don't want to. This is if they have the kid getting beat up, but then they can scroll, they can pan over and see the dad just sitting there like waiting, drinking his coffee. You know what I'm saying? That's even worse.
I mean, who taping this World Star video? Scorsese? Why the fuck is they panning around? Like, I don't understand why they getting all these camera angles.
Niggas panning around. Fight videos.
They brought the drone. Toy, what's your final word on this?
At the end of the day, I'm not trying to coddle my kid, but at the end of the day, my job as a parent is to protect my child. I do not condone jumping, none whatsoever. If my baby fighting one-on-one and they losing, better luck next time. At the end of the day, better luck next time. But if 2, 3, 4, whatever amount of people are jumping on my child, I don't even give a damn if we get our ass beat. They're gonna be like, damn, little such and such mama a real one because she jumped in. And I'm not even gonna even come off throwing balls. I'm gonna throw them off. But keep on coming back, little motherfucker. I'm throwing balls, okay? You gonna learn today. I might even take my belt off and whip somebody's ass, okay? Like, stop this shit. I whip kids, okay? That's why I don't babysit no more. At the end of the day, I do not condone jumping. It is not okay. It is not coddling your child. It is not. It's setting up because if I knew my child was even jumping someone, I'm be like, oh, you on some hoe shit. I'm gonna go Kirk Franklin on them and say you a hoe ass individual. You don't do that jumping. It ain't no life lesson in that. It's about being true. It's about being 100 and growing up from the food stamp book era. At the end of the day, we don't jump. You either fight like a real man or woman one-on-one. That jumping stuff, all rules are out the window, okay? And you open up that door, life lesson, you open up that door for you to be susceptible to anything. Somebody come slice your face up because you was jumping them, because I done seen it happen. Oh, they wrong, but you shouldn't have been jumping them. A lot of things can happen from jumping someone. Brain damage, broken bones, everything. It's not just about you know what I'm saying. It's not about winning the fight. Like that jumping is morally, it's just wrong. And at the end of the day, my job as a mother would be to protect my child. That's probably why I ain't got no kids, because at the end of the day, I'm gonna whoop somebody's kid ass. You try to jump, man. Okay, we about the same height, and you listen. You go catch these hands. Period.
Right. She be having dreams about that fight, boy. And BlaspheMass debate does not condone violence. We're gonna move on to the next final word. And Trav, man, what you got to say, brother?
Yeah, like a lot of those girls, like
Brody,
be talking about some I fight niggas, like
bro.
I fight kids. You know what I'm saying? Like if you want to jump my kid, and be unfair.
Kids.
You know what I'm saying? I don't care if you're in high school, middle school, kindergarten. If it's 6-on-1, then y'all was fighting unfair. I can, whoopsie. Uppercut a little kindergartner, you know what I'm saying? That's your fault. You should have been on some jumper. Yeah, exactly. Finish him. You know what I'm saying? And that's your fault. Your parents should have taught you better, you know what I'm saying?
Right,
and I went to one of the most hardest schools, you know what I'm saying, in America, Martin Luther King, junior, senior high school, gang, you know what I'm saying, 7 Mile all day. and you know what I'm saying? Niggas used to poof niggas all the time.
Junior, senior?
It was junior because his name is Martin Luther King Jr., but it was a senior high school because it wasn't junior high. So, you know what I'm saying? That
clarification purposes.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so
junior,
like niggas used
senior,
to, you know what I'm saying? Niggas used to poof niggas because they get the junior senior confused. Damn, you know what I'm saying? If I was strong enough, I'd beat all y'all ass if I was the parent of the kid. If not, other than that, I'm just like, oh, I know one of them, so I gotta be like, hey, yo, I know one of the poofer niggas, so I'm not gonna get in. I'm like, don't hurt me. You know what I'm saying? I think fighting kids is perfectly fine.
He's got his poof badge on him and shit. Hell no, I ain't gonna try and swing on that little boy.
That's like my brother beat up some elementary school kids for me.
He got a poof badge.
You gotta dap one of them up to let them know that you know them. Don't be me. Don't do it to me.
Bro, don't act crazy around him, bro. He a poofer. All right, then, Josh Adams, man, what's your final word, man? They coming on.
I thought the other word was the final word, but my final word, my stance is still my stance. I'm not jumping in fighting no kids. And just to make the point, yeah, a lot of damage can happen from some kids getting jumped, brain damage and all that. But also it can happen when a grown person starts to punch a 13-year-old in the face. So then at that point, the police gets called. The police gets called, and now you going to jail off a situation where you could have had a little bit different. I can go over to the parent house individually and find these kids and fuck the parent up and have my kid fuck that kid up one-on-one. So we can take it back to some old school rules pre-dating food stamp books. And like I said, I mean, you're not out here trying to create a situation where your kid is out here fucked up and don't know how to take care of themselves. So my thing is going at it the way that I see it should work out. I would go handle it. I would not beat no kid up. I know I can fuck a kid up. And if kids is fighting, I'm gonna let them kids fight, but I'm not gonna jump in because at the end of the day, man, you're a grown motherfucker. There's other ways to handle it.
He wouldn't be saying that if he was my height.
But can you fuck 10 kids up?
Who?
Can you fuck 10 kids up?
So like,
no, but we gonna go on a tour of fucking 10 kids up individually as we go through. So those kids gonna get that cut at the end of the day. But I'm not gonna run up and do all that. And then next you know, a kid brain damage in high school in the hospital, and now they gotta go fund me, and now you got a warrant out for your arrest for child endangerment. That's all I'm saying, good people.
All right, so if you go over there and you whoop the parent, but the son is still getting whooped,
and the parent beat you up.
Oh, no.
What if you whoop the parent, but your son still ain't putting in the work?
Dad, and my son got his ass whooped again.
Right.
Then he gotta fight that motherfucker until he wins.
He gonna be like, that's why your son lost.
The police can still get called when you go up to that parent house. Cause come up to my house trying to fight me if you want to, and I ain't doing nothing to your kid.
Come on, Johnny.
We got some things.
I thought this was my final word.
After taking in these final words, it seems if your child is getting jumped, you should definitely not be able to jump in. And the episode goes to your boy, Josh Adams.
That's a status win. That's a status win.
He defended him. He walked the straight and narrow the whole time. The whole time he came straight at. He wasn't even laughing. The whole time he was like straight up facts. That's
a status.
I laugh at everything.
Travis was sweating. I mean, I'm just saying. You gotta go hard in the first 2 rounds.
Alice in Wonderland. I'm gonna always have a smile on me.
Right. All right. So Josh Adams, man, you fucking won 3 times. You're undefeated, man. What you want to tell the viewers, man? Go for it.
First, I just want to tell the viewers, God bless. You know what I'm saying? everybody in the world, man. It's just hard work, you know what I'm saying? Coming in and preparing for something like this, coming to be on this show, it's a blessing. And I didn't believe in none of the topics that I had. I literally picked the shit that I didn't. And I just went out there and used my words and my art of persuasion to get this. And I'm retired, undefeated. I'm the Floyd Mayweather. I will never do this show again. I'm gonna support it, continue to watch it. Toy, I love the side ponytail. Travis, get a haircut. Hey, Cody, you my nigga. I love you. Shout out to Joe Biden for falling like that. I love you. You made us look fucked up in front of other countries. You need to get your motherfucking equilibrium together, old nigga.
Josh Mayweather there for you. So, all right, and
I couldn't get a compliment.
Too Tall. Too Tall. What you want to tell the people? I mean, you look like you busy right now. What you got going on?
Well, I'm actually about to get out of here. I have a comedy show that I am doing tonight. It's a ladies' night. So shout out to Women's History Month. We get to celebrate the ladies of comedy. So Josh, if you ever need an EBT, it's okay. I will get the shit for you, okay? I will get the shit for you. I love coming on here, guys. I'll be back if you invite me. I always have a fun time with y'all, so this is super dope, and I love what y'all doing. I may or may not throw a kid off a family member if they fighting them. I ain't got no kids, so I may not hit your kid, but I might throw that little motherfucker off. Like, I really don't condone jumping. I ain't gonna punch him, though. I promise.
Just an elbow or something, you know.
Yeah, just a little push.
All right, and Trav, man, what you want to tell the viewers, man?
Look like Martin Luther King, the hardest school in Detroit, you know what I'm saying? Aside from the whole testing in, you know what I'm saying? King, you know what I'm saying? 7 Mile. Well, King's not on 7 Mile, but I'm from 7 Mile and I went to King. So, you know.
7 Mile, better mile.
He talking about junior
senior. Scotia.
You know what's so crazy? I gotta just claim Detroit, period, because I done lived all over, but 7 Mile was the longest era for me.
Walking to the airport with about 100,000.
All right, okay. So for this episode of BlaspheMass Debate, what we have learned is the thing that makes you more uncomfortable is a begging fiend. Damn, man, I can't even get my morning coffee without you getting in my face. Secondly, the thing that is worse is a cheating spouse or being alone. I'm not sure. Her versatility, she went off on that one. And lastly, if your child is getting jumped, you should not be able to fight. You know, break it up fairly. And as your freaky deacon of the weekend always says, amen. Amen.
I'll fuck a kid up for fucking with mine, though. I ain't gonna lie.
Yo, BMD family, don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow. Tell us what you think below. Do you agree or disagree with the resolutions? Let us know in the comments. Keep up with us on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Spotify, Twitter, Apple, Google, and Amazon Audible Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Stitcher, and of course, Pandora. Amen. Amen.